Alright, we're back with more Railroad Tycoon. That guy sure talks forever. So I think we're gonna do Silver Booms and the Market Bust. Since we skipped that one to get this rather quick one done. So if I'm remembering correctly, we got a gold and iron seed, gold and whistle stops and promises, and then silvers and handle on the breadbasket, bridging a nation. So let's see if we can at least get a silver for silver booms and the market bust. So I don't think I've ever played this one. So this is gonna be new for me. So I don't know what the exact requirements are. The fact that there's plus 20% stock prices kind of tells me that it's going to be more about stocks. So the lower track building, uh, I like that. Um, the early consolidation would be kind of nice. I think that was the train that we got towards the end of Bridging a Nation, and obviously that's always a good. Better trains are always good. Um, and then plus 15% to cattle revenue, not bad, I guess. I'm assuming uh getting robbed a lot is a thing since there's a plus 20% security and steam engine speed. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the best choice for this particular map or for this particular mission. But let's go with this one. I like not having to pay as much for tracks because, they cost a
Heard
lot.
there's some valuable ore to be had up in the mountains. You need to make quick work of getting your lines up there to be the primary transport. Some areas are pretty remote and will require you to be as resourceful as possible. The business is there. You just gotta get in there. Now get!
Okay. Railroad fever has taken hold in the West. At the helm of the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad, you're poised to dominate transportation in the West. Prove your skills by raising your personal net worth to at least 5 million by 1905. For a silver, raise it to 10 million by 1900, and for a gold win, raise it to 20 by 1895. So we have 20 years in order to get the gold. So this is all about just making your net worth the most. All right. So let's see here. Since apparently we're the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad, I noticed that we start in Kansas City, but we don't. Doesn't look like we start, or at least we don't have a railroad here. All right, so let's take a little look around. Let's see here. What do we have in Kansas City to start off with? So we have a tool and die factory, so iron and steel both produce goods, but that's about it. There's a meat packing plant. I'm just curious if we had. Okay, it does look like we upgraded this. We could go ahead and reach that meat packing plant there, which we could then go ahead and take a medium-sized. Actually, we could just do a small and save a bit of money and just run a route between Topeka Topeka and Kansas City there. City Council of Denver, Colorado has requested that your company provide it with the rail service they feel only the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe can provide. If you choose to provide the city with a rail connection, they are prepared to give your company a 700,000 bonus and a special security service contract that will increase your company's security by 30%. Only requirement is that you must connect them within 2 years. Okay, so Denver is all the way over here, which, you know, I mean, it's a bit of a distance, but that steel would be really nice to pick up. So let's see here. Let's for sure get a train going between these two. So do we go for such a short route? An American Sea probably wouldn't be a bad first train. Especially since the 8-wheeler is a lot more expensive. An extra 13 plus, you know, fuel cost a lot more as well. But most of this is flat, and being able to haul loads a little faster would be kind of nice. So I don't know. It's 6. The thing people say when it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that phrase. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. Okay. Purchase this one. Okay. Go from Kansas City to Topeka. All right. So that will be sort of our first route, I think. So let's take a look here. Great Bend. Not quite sure what's so great about it, but we'll take a look here. I think we'll probably stop in Great Bend and then head all the way over to Denver. Getting that 700,000 would be quite nice, although we're probably going to be spending a lot of that to just get there. So again, I kind of want to keep the turning, like the turns to a minimum here. So just out of curiosity, how much would it cost? Yeah, it costs basically the amount just to get there. So we will hold off for right now. Let's go ahead and turn up the speed so we can get this train rolling here. So let's see. Can go ahead and take a look at some of the resources. So there seems to be some oil on the map, a lot down in Texas area, which I mean, yeah, makes sense. And that might be a way we want to expand. Try and take some of this before the AI can. Yeah. And see what all we could connect up with just this one station. How far away would it be to get back up to where we are? Quite far. think our money's a little better spent somewhere else right now. Topeka rocket. Wow. Sure. Meatpacking plants. I'm just sort of taking a look around while we wait for some money from this train. So obviously taking goods to a place that has a demand for said goods will result in, more money. More money than what you would normally get for it if you were just taking it to just take it to a place. So that's kind of why I wanted to get this meat packing plant within range of Kansas City. Because that would definitely give us a bit more of a boost. We'll go ahead and place one there. I don't really like that 4 grade, but I guess it's fine. For being a station, it's not the most ideal, but we don't have enough money yet. Yet being the key word there. Alright. Let's let this thing go in. Okay. And alright, I guess that's fine. Although, if I wanted to be a little more efficient, I probably should have made the bend as close to the station as possible. Although, it looks like we're going to have to take a bend around this cattle farm as well. Oh well. And we don't have the money just yet, so we'll need to wait. Unfortunate Kansas City doesn't start off with a bakery, because that would be really good to have, right? Because of these grain silos. Does look like Wichita starts with one, although we have some right here. I don't know. Probably once we get some more money, we'll try and expand that way as well. Yay, economy forecast. Okay. So Southern Pacific, I think that's probably this one, right? Looks like it. I think we can check. Yeah, that's Southern Pacific. This one's obviously Texas and Pacific. And then I think I saw, yeah, Phoenix, Flagstaff. Okay, how are we doing over here? Could use a demand of grain, which would increase the amount of I really can't just get both of them. I mean, I can technically, but I would have to use a larger station. Well, that's a bit silly. I'd like to increase the production of some of these places. Unfortunately, we still don't have quite enough money. I think once this gets here, we should have enough to at least buy another train. Hopefully. Hopefully this mission goes well. Alright. Should be at least enough to buy ourselves a second train that can go from there and there. Go from Great Bend to Kansas City. And then Kansas City. Let's see. Do that. This first train, we can now, I think, add a food to going back to Topeka. This one could probably take 2 cattle at a time now. Yeah, usually at the start it takes a little bit of time before before cities start producing enough to really sustain it. I think for sure we need to get a water and sand tower if we have the money. For sure a water. Go ahead and continue on. Go ahead and go up a little. Okay. First year is over. This guy's stock is pretty low, so let's go ahead and buy a little. If we had the money, I'd like to double track as much as I can, but I think we need to just worry about, you know, getting some money. Definitely not as high paying of a output at this stage. Definitely not as much as we were getting from the... Ooh, hello. From some of our routes back east. Definitely not as much as that Minneapolis to Seattle route. Although it's quite the long journey for the payout. Don't wait for cargo, proceed with whatever is already available. Yeah, I would say for sure set those to yellow, because I don't want it to leave with basically nothing. Okay, that's a lot more money than what we originally had. Tool and die factories have stopped accepting iron. You must now ship this cargo to steel mills. Then you can ship the finished steel to tool and die factories. Alright, so that's already happened. Let's see then. So let's take iron and where was it? Coal? Where's coal? Here. We got some iron sort of just scattered. There's a nice spot over here that would probably be good. Could, just curious, yeah, we can build a track through that particular area. It's unfortunate that we can't quite reach it with a medium station. It's unfortunate that there's nothing else other than that. The one little wood mill there. Lumber mill. I'm gonna build this here. And what we'll do is we'll build probably a medium station. Turn the angle here. Ideally, a medium station. Alright. So planning ahead, I want to have it like that. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm just building a section over here so we can start producing steel. That's a lot of money. That's good. It's definitely going to be a lot. Okay. Just continue on. We'll make some money here. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to... Laying down the stations first does have its advantages because you can at least, yeah, unfortunately we didn't get that nice payout. Yeah, I really wish you could just lay down like a ghost track just so you know what you want to do. I know that's asking for a game that's like over 20 years old at this point. Speaking of, what was the year that this game was released? Railroad Tycoon 2. As we're, waiting for one of these trains. Alright, let's see here. 1998, so yeah, it's been basically 23 years. 1998, when I was born. Alright. There's consolidation. So, it's actually, like, the stats, it has better acceleration and reliability. It's a little cheaper. Let's take an actual look at this. So compared to the 8-wheeler, which is what we're currently running, it is cheaper. Has a little more maintenance and fuel cost. But it has better reliability. A little slower in all areas, it looks like. But I mean, yeah, I think we'll stick with what we have for right now. If they start breaking down, because I think as engines get older, they do break down more frequently. go ahead and build that first. We'll wait until we have enough money to continue building. Cancel so it'll actually run. So Denver obviously doesn't really have much. Until we get some steel going, it probably won't. Until we actually like link it up with something, it probably won't. I wonder if I think I built this too far away. Yeah, 1 square. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. So again, as with all of these, I make no promises that we'll, get any of the medals. Obviously, I hope that we can, but I mean, it is what it is. Stuff happens. That's a lot of cattle. Dodge City. What was that last one? Kansas City. Huh. I would have thought that would have been a little more than that. Alright. Unfortunately, still not enough money to just build across there. Okay, let's start from this way then. I imagine we have a little more leeway with how much we can build. So obviously we're making a lot more money going from Great Bend to Kansas City. We are going the other way around. Okay. Definitely once we get this steel run set up, I think we'll be fine. Alright, so just go straight. What's this train doing on all of its stuff? Could use sand, but it should get that in Kansas City. So I don't know, again, I've never played this particular mission, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm going about this the right way. Yeah. I know. I'm in debt. Let's see here. Go ahead and continue to buy. This definitely might be one of the cases where these other guys just don't do anything with their companies. I've seen it before where I don't know what happens, but they just kind of give up. They go bankrupt or something, and they never expand, so they're always losing money because they're not expanding, making more money. Yeah, that's a pretty crappy little route there, not gonna lie. Large hotel. Okay. Yeah, taking stuff to... I'm gonna give priority to the one that's has farther to go, although I would really like to be able to double track this. Definitely make things a little easier. Alright. Still don't have enough money. Towns and cities have stopped accepting raw produce and coffee. Okay. Hopefully this train can get in before the new train. Nope. Okay. It's going to stop, waste more time, and yeah, you can kind of see it. These coins represent like how much money these like the value that these trains have. And they do go down a little over time because, I mean, you're wasting money by not... Wasting time equals wasting money. The basic theory there. Bridges cost so much. Again, this might not be the way to go. I don't know. Never done this mission before. Disclaimer. Do tend to like jumping in rather than preparing for a game. Sort of like these type of games. With our more console-based type games, more story-driven type games, I do, you know, focus a bit more on actually knowing what I'm doing. Actually learning how to play the game before trying to, you know, do it. Right. Speed down. This should be enough to finally connect this, although we're still going to need money just to buy a train. Alright. This is definitely getting more cattle at a time, so I am going to up the amount of cattle that we're taking. Giving cities food and goods will, and people will, over time, increase the amount of buildings and people in the perimeter of the city. Not the station, the perimeter of the city. So whatever is considered Kansas City. It's not as big of a deal for Kansas City, obviously, since it's such a large city, or we have such a large station there. Alright, so I mean, so it does look like the consolidation at higher grades still moves a little faster. And it's cheaper, so I think we'll go ahead and go with that for now. And then from Denver back, we don't really need to take anything other than a caboose. But we definitely want as much going towards Denver as possible. So I think once that we'll see how much this is worth. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So I forget how much it makes. I think it makes 2 steel. Yeah. At some point we may want to buy this just for the little extra profit. But for right now it's not that big of a deal. Since it's good, it's going to cost a lot more. And I do think owning these type of buildings does increase your net wealth. I believe. Don't quote me on that, obviously. But I'm pretty sure. Engineers develop steel railway bridges. Alright, so I think I talked about this in a previous video once. But, so what steel bridges do compared to wooden bridges is it only slows you down a little bit compared to wood bridges that slow you down a lot. Yeah, it's having to deal with those grades. But yeah, and compared to the stone bridges are the best, but they're the most expensive. Because stone bridges, City of Los Angeles. Yeah. Let's see a time date on there, but if that does have a time date, we're definitely not getting that. I'd like to, but you know, that's quite a ways. We're not even built to Denver yet, like from Kansas City. Finally starting to make a bit of a profit at this point. Still not the most ideal grades here. Alright, we need to kind of decide what to do next. Obviously, we could build the Denver from Kansas City, and I think at some point we will. But I don't know if it's necessary right this second, just because we don't have that incentive anymore. Getting the steel so that we could take it to a tool and die factory would probably be nice. Because we do have a tool and die factory over here. That would, you know, give us a lot of money. We really don't... Oh... That's true. We don't have anything in these. So definitely go ahead and... keep not having enough money. Honestly, the worst. Wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, I'm going to do a second train, just because of how much this particular station produces. I think it's worth having a second train. Give us a bit more money. So, yeah. What the briefing said it was, but 1895, we got 15 years to somehow make a 5 or 10 million, was it? 20 million. Yeah. Right. As soon as this load gets in, though, I think we're gonna put a cut in here any day now, whenever it, you know, decides to get there. Might need a second station over here to, or a middleman station or something, just to fill up on sand, based on how bad these grades apparently are. Let's see here. Wrong thing. upgrades. There's no reds showing up right there. Nice. Alright. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part.